Pilgrimage or tirthyatara is very different from an ordinary sightseeing trip. Tir, which in Sanskrit means other side, refers to the journey toward the divine. It is a spiritual preparedness and mental outlook of sacredness of the visit which makes the person conducive to receive the holy vibrations. Pilgrimage done with utmost faith and purity of mind may yield the most gratifying benefits. Some of the most important sacred places, which also include Hindu, Jain, Buddhist and Sikh shrines, are included here. Hindus frequently visit the pilgrimage places of these allied religions as well as their own. For want of space, only the names and few details are given. More details can be obtained from internet and other sources. The North region has many sites associated with the origin of the Vedas and Hinduism. Mount Kailash, considered as the abode of Lord Shiva and his consort Sri Parvati, is high in the Himalayan range. It is also called Mount Meru. The Himalayas, which literally means home of snow, has been the eternal abode of sages and rishis throughout millennia. For Hindus, the Himalayas and the divine are inseparable. Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath, located northeast of Rishikesh in an area known as Garhwal, are four sacred Hindu pilgrimage sites. Yamunotri is the source of sacred river Jamuna, and Gangotri is at the mouth of river Ganges, Gaumukh. The mountain-top Shiva temple at Kedarnath is at the altitude of 11,750 feet. Badrinath is dedicated to Lord Vishnu and is at somewhat lower height. Ladakh is the location of the Buddhist monastery Spotik Kompa, and it is built at an elevation of more than 10,000 feet. Sri Vaishno Devi temple is situated high in the Himalayas. This temple lately has attracted a large number of devotees. They throng in thousands every day to journey up the site singing Jai Mata Di all the way. According to the legend, Vaishno Devi, for the devotee of Lord Vishnu, defeated a demon called Bhairanath at this temple site. Ganga Mata, the river Ganges, figures most prominently as the most sacred river. Taking a dip in Ganga is believed to wash away the sins of a lifetime. It is mentioned in the scriptures that Ganga originated from the feet of Lord Vishnu, traversed through the matted hair of Lord Shiva, and was brought down to earth by sage Bhagiratha to perform the worship ceremony in honor of the ancestors. Har Ki Pairi Ghat Haridwar, or abode of the Lord as it is translated, is one of the most popular pilgrimages of Hindus. Situated in the foothills of Himalayas, it is located on the banks of sacred Ganges. Varanasi Ghats, also known as Kashi or Binaras, is the oldest holy city of Hindus. Hindus consider it most auspicious to die in this sacred place. Varanasi has been a center of learning for over 2000 years. Allahabad, Prayag, Sangam is the confluence sangam of three sacred rivers, the Ganges, the Yamuna, and the invisible heavenly Saraswati. It is a site where the most famous Kumbh Mela is held once every 12 years. This is also a most favorite place for immersion of ashes after cremation of the dead. Ayodhya, the birthplace of Lord Rama, is regarded as one of the holiest places. There are temples and shrines in every quarter of this small city on the banks of holy river Sarayu. Mathura, the birthplace of Lord Krishna, and Vrindavan, where he was reared in childhood and played many Ras Leela with gopis, are regarded as very sacred places for Hindus. Vrindavan has become the convergence point for all Krishna devotees who throng to this temple town. Golden Temple Amritsar, the world famous Sikh temple, was first built in 1577 but was destroyed by the Mughal emperor in 1761. It was rebuilt in 1764. In 1802, the roof was covered by gilded gold plates which gave it a unique image. It houses the original copy of the sacred scripture Sri Guru Granth Sahib. Anandpur Sahib Temple, or City of Bliss as it is literally translated, is another equally holy Sikh shrine situated on the banks of river Satluj in Punjab. Chitrakoot is a holy spot where Lord Rama stayed for some time after his exile. The place became especially significant because his beloved brother Bharata came to meet him here to persuade him to return. Rama then explained the concept of duty and observance of one's father's vow, Pitru Vakya Paripalna. Lakshmi Narayan Mandir is located in New Delhi. The Birla industrial family built it in 1939. This is the first of its own type where multi-deity worship was adopted. It houses the shrines of many different Hindu and non-Hindu gods. The Akshardham monument, the new Swaminarayan temple in Delhi, which was opened in 2005, is a landmark in the Hindu temple movement. The Akshardham monument, built without steel, is entirely composed of sandstone and marble. It consists of 234 ornate carved pillars, 9 imposing domes, 20 quadrangular shikharas, a spectacular Gajendra, plinth of stone elephants, and 20,000 murtis. Central India, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Khajuraho temples in Madhya Pradesh, built between CE 950 and 1050, are undoubtedly among the most popular temples for visitors. Out of 85 original temples of rare sculptural beauty, only 22 remain. Hundreds of figures decorate the walls in perfect and flawless patterns. These temples are also famous for their erotic sculptures. There have been many debates on why such overtly sexual poses have been admitted in religious places. Whatever may be the reasons, the fact remains that the Hindu society did not consider it appropriate to have such erotic figures in the temple premises in the latter periods. The great stupa, Sanchi, the dome-shaped stupa or ancient sculpture, may perhaps be the earliest religious site in India as it is thought to have been built between the 1st century BCE and the Common Era 1st century. It is Buddhist sanctuary with 4 intricately carved gates on 4 sides. Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh occupies a very special status in the holy map of India. It is one of the 4 places where the Kumbh Mela is held in rotation once every 3 years. The East, West Bengal, Sikkim, Orissa, Bihar and Jharkhand. Kali Temple at Dakshineshwar, Calcutta, was built in 1847. It has become famous because the God-realized soul, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, was associated with this temple. The black image of goddess Kali represents God in the aspect of eternal Mother Nature. Konark Sun Temple is situated about 40 miles from Bhubaneswar. This world-famous temple has been designated as a United Nations World Heritage Site. Constructed between 1238 and 1264, it is famous for its huge, intricately carved chariot wheels which form the base of the temple. Jagannath Temple is situated at Puri, only 20 miles down the coast from the Konark Temple, and is equally famous. Jagannath has become most popular for its grand tirthyatara. Every summer, on the auspicious occasion of Lord Krishna's birthday, Janmashtami, devotees and visitors witness a massive procession of temple carts drawn by more than 4,000 persons. Mahabodhi Temple, Gaya, Bihar, attracts large crowds because it is here that Lord Buddha attained enlightenment after meditating under the banyan tree. Mahabodhi Temple, built in 11th century, is well known for its impressive gilded Buddha idols. The West, Rajasthan. Jain Temple, Ranakpur, built in 1439, is the largest Jain temple in India. Inside, 1944 pillars of most intricate and enchanting carvings support 29 halls. The roof and walls are covered likewise with many marble designs of executive beauty. The temple is held as a feast of art. Pushkar is located near Ajmer at the foot of a mountain around scenic Pushkar Lake. This peaceful holy town affords a magnificent view to the devotees and visitors. It is also famous for the only single temple anywhere dedicated to Lord Brahma. Jain Dilwara Temple of Abu was built between 1032 and 1233. This marble temple is among the finest Jain architecture in India. The delicacy of interior of this and the more important Vimla Shah temple takes marble carvings to unsurpassable heights. Dwarkanath Temple at a seaside location in western part of Gujarat has tremendous importance for the Hindu devotees. This is where Lord Krishna had his kingdom. Recent excavations have shown that the sea has submerged 5 settlements earlier and the present one is the 6th. Somnath Temple is considered to be a very sacred shrine. Here lies one of the 12 original Jyotirlingas. It is ancient as is mentioned in the Rig Veda. The temple was destroyed repeatedly by Muslim invaders and reconstructed. The present magnificent structure is the seventh temple on the original site, built in 1995. Ajanta and Ellora caves were built between the 2nd century BCE and the Common Era 7th century. These world-famous caves are situated about 200 miles from Mumbai in Maharashtra. Ajanta caves are the earlier ones. Ellora caves are more famous for their superb stone sculptures. Here the caves are of mixed variety. 12 caves are Buddhist, 17 are Hindus, and 5 are Jain. The caves themselves have been hollowed out from the rocks, thus requiring meticulous planning in their execution. Holy city of Nasik is situated about 100 miles from Mumbai. It is full of temples. The Trambakeshwar temple, containing one of the 12 original Jyotirlingas, is an ancient Shiva temple which attracts pilgrims from all over India. There is also the ancient site Panchavati, which is on the bank of sacred river Godavari, where Lord Rama stayed during his 14 years of exile, Vanvas. The Jain temples, Palitana, is where the hilltop Jain sanctuary is one of the most pilgrimage sites of India. Built in the 11th century, these temples were destroyed by Muslim rulers in the 14th and 15th centuries. The existing temples are from the 1600 onwards through the present. Modhera Stepwell Temple, 65 miles northwest of Ahmedabad, is famous for its spectacular stepwell interspersed with multiple shrines and images of sun god Surya. Nearly 3,000 such stepwells with intricate archaeological designs were constructed from 7th to 19th century, primarily to hold the water to descending levels till the year end and get again filled in the rainy season. Ambaji temple, situated on the Arsur hill near Mount Abu, is one of the most important pilgrimage sites. Dedicated to goddess Ambaji, it is recognized as the original Shakti Pitha. Sri Swaminarayan Akshardham Temple, Gandhinagar, is a new temple which combines the traditional stone architecture with modern technology. Golden Murti of Lord Swaminarayan is the chief attraction of this holy temple. Mahalakshmi Temple in Mumbai is the oldest temple in the metropolitan city. It is dedicated to Sri Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. The temple is situated on a small hill overlooking the Arabian Sea. The Siddhi Vinayak Ganpati Temple, Mumbai, had humble beginnings in 1801. It housed the black stone idol of Lord Ganpati. Over the years, it has grown enormously and now attracts huge crowds. South India. The culture of South India has its own nostalgia. The deep, thick forests had divided the north from the south since ancient times. Muslim rulers never got a strong foothold in the south, and hence the Hindu temples were spared from repeated onslaught and devastation. The architecture of the southern temples has retained more pure form. Tiruvannamalai, the Arunachaleshwar temple dedicated to Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati, is decorated with giant gate towers, gopuras, which are visible from a long distance. The ashram of the famous spiritual master Raman Maharishi is in the vicinity, has lent additional aura to this sacred place. Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu is regarded as one of the 7 sacred cities for India. It is a city studded with many beautiful temples. The Ekambareshwar Shiva Ganesha temple has a massive temple tower which is 192 feet tall. Mahabalipuram, located 37 miles from Chennai, is a seaport with many Hindu temples constructed by the Pallava dynasty. Among the important sites is an immense relief carved on the face of a huge rock, depicting the descent to earth of the sacred river Ganges through the matted locks of Lord Shiva's hair. Chidambaram was a Chola capital from 907 to 1310. Among the many temples in the Nataraja Shiva temple with 108 classical postures of the Lord as the cosmic dancer. An impressive fire ceremony conducted by the priests is the highlight of this temple. Tanjore, the Rajeshwara temple, built around CE 1000, is considered to be the masterpiece of South Indian architecture. The city also has a shrine dedicated to the famous Saint Tyagaraja, 1767 to 1847, who is regarded as the greatest musical composer of South India. Lord Bahubali Sarvanbelagola is one of the oldest and most popular Jain pilgrimage centers. This temple is famous for a huge statue of Lord Bahubali. The 51-foot statue of Jain saint can be seen from a long distance. It was built in the 10th century. In 1981, there was a big celebration to commemorate its 1000-year anniversary. Tirumala and Tirupati temples, built in the 10th century, is one of the most popular temples of India. Crowds queue to get a look at the darshana of Lord. The temple is dedicated to Lord Venkateshwara, a Vishnu incarnation. On special auspicious days, the number of pilgrims may well to 100,000 in a day. Many have a deep abiding faith in Tirupati. Sri Meenakshi Temple, Madurai, a Shiva temple built in the 17th century, attracts thousands of devotees and visitors every day. It is dedicated to fish-eyed goddess Meenakshi. Rameshwaram, built in the 12th century, is another fine example of the Dravidian art of South India. Its magnificent corridors are lined with beautifully carved pillars. One of the corridors is 4,000 feet long, the longest in India. It is a Shiva temple where Lord Rama, who is Vishnu incarnate, worshipped Lord Shiva in penance for killing Ravana, a Brahmin and a Shiva devotee. This reflects the mindset of Hindu philosophy, where gods worship each other and war does not breed any enmity or hatred. Kanyakumari is the southernmost point of India, where 3 oceans meet: the Bay of Bengal, the Indian Ocean, and the Arabian Sea merge here. Vivekananda Memorial Temple was built on 2 rocky islands in 1970. The imposing beauty of this temple is enhanced by its natural surroundings. Ayappa Sabarimala Hills, one of the most popular temples of Hindus, is situated in Kerala. Those who come here must walk through animal-infested jungles to keep their vows after receiving the divine favors. In this temple, the deity is mythological god Lord Ayappan, son of Lord Shiva, and Mohini, the female form of Lord Vishnu. There are also many more important temples run by different religious organizations such as Swaminarayan, Hare Krishna, ISKCON, Shirdi Sai Baba, Radha Swami, and Satya Sai Baba, sects in different parts of India.